What's up guys, I'm Alan. Welcome to my channel, Fishy Business. Well guys, we're here in Miami, Florida. Um, this is my first ever video. It's actually introduction. It's not an actual video. I hope you guys enjoy. I've been trying to make this video for the longest time. I have not had any time to do it. Today I said I'm gonna do this because I'm sitting in the house and watching all these YouTube channels and it's driving me crazy. So I'm gonna do my own video. I hope you guys enjoy. I'll see you soon. Oh, hello guys. This is another video that I want to put together because there's so many people asking me questions since I've been in the business for so many years, in the field business. And I want to put this video together so I give you some of the info that a lot of people are asking questions about. We got different fuels here. This is dye diesel. It's actually marine diesel. It's used on ships and boats with diesel. This is actually biodiesel. This biodiesel is oil, it's cooking oil. That's basically what it is. You see some of the trucks out there, like Ford, dualies, brand new, that says B20 on the side of the door. Well, this is actually what it is. It's actually 20% bio and 80% diesel. So you mix that together, and that's where the B20 comes from. So now you got on-road diesel, which is green diesel. It is on-road. It's called ultra low sulfur diesel, and this you use on the trucks on the road and the boats. If you want to use it on the boat, you're going to pay taxes for this fuel. So then we jump into recreational 90. Recreational 90, it's gas made for boats. It has no ethanol, and a lot of gas stations, they don't even know what they're selling because they show ethanol free but not Rec 90. Rec 90 is actually the name for the gas. It doesn't contain any alcohol, ethanol, so it's good for the motors on the boats. And then I'm just going to have the basic 87 octane, and this 87 octane, it has some additive, and then this 87 octane, it doesn't have any additive. And then you have the 89. 89 octane and 93 octane is pretty much the same thing. They just have a 10% ethanol. Each one, 87, 89, and 93 octane, they each one have 10% ethanol. Okay, and what I wanted to show you guys is a lot of people say, well, 87 is bad for your engines, and 89 is bad for your engines. That's why we use Rec 90. Well, and that's actually true. The only difference is, if you're going to use 87, or you're going to use 89, or you're going to use 93, you want to make sure there is no water in your fuel tank. There can be no water in the fuel tank. Once water gets in your tank, the fuel will separate. Actually, the gas will separate from the alcohol, from the ethanol. The ethanol goes all the way to the bottom with the water mixture, and since ethanol is so highly corrosive, it becomes dangerous to the motor. So what I'm going to show you here is a little demonstration what happens with the water and the additive and the 87. Basically, if you put water into Rec 90, the only thing you're going to see is just little fragments of water right on the bottom. On the 87, 89, or 93, you actually want to see water mixed with ethanol on the bottom, and then gasoline. That's what is called phase separation. It's when the actual gas becomes contaminated. So I'm going to show you now what happens when that water hits the 87, 89, or 93. So I have, like I said before, we have 87 octane. What's 87 octane? It's actually 84 octane, which is gasoline 84 octane. It's no such thing as 87 octane. 87 octane becomes 87 when you actually get the 84 and you add 10% ethanol. 10% ethanol raises your octane by 3. So you add a 10% ethanol and 84, and that becomes 87. Okay. So now what I use in my boat is actually 87. I don't use Rec 90. I don't recommend anybody to use 87 on the boat, but if you get the money to spend on Rec 90, if I have it, I put it in. If I don't, I use 87. I make sure I have no water in the fuel tank, and I'm good to go. So what I basically do, I buy an additive, West Marine or any other store. That's a free advertisement right there for West Marine. So I get my additive, and what I do, this is actually too much for that little bottle. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some of the additive into the bottle. So that's the additive right there. And what that's going to do is it's going to prevent the ethanol from separation, from phase separation from the gas. So what is called phase separation is when the gas separates from the ethanol because of water, the presence of water. So once you put the additive, the job is to maintain the gas and the ethanol all together. Okay, so now you see the color change on the 87 octane. I should maintain the same color, but now we're going to add a little more. We're going to add some water into the bottle. So I put some water into the bottle. Okay, so as you can see, water sits on the bottle, right on the bottom of the bottle by little bubbles, and you can actually see those bubbles right on the bottle. So now you see a line right in between the gas and the water. Well, you don't see the ethanol. The ethanol is already mixed into the gas with the water. Okay, the water does not mix with the gas. The water mixes with the ethanol, and it moves all the way to the bottom. Okay, so that's how much water I put in there. So now I want to see how much water actually went into my gas tank, and I want to see what phase separation is. How do I see what phase separation is? Is by coloring the water, and what I use for that is a little bit of glycol. It's just antifreeze, and you get a little bit of antifreeze, which is green in color, and I put that glycol into the fuel. Okay, I put a little more. Actually, when you do this, you want to do it by real measurements, by cc's. But when you do it like this, you actually cannot appreciate, actually the 10% ethanol and 90% gas. You cannot see that because I'm not using any real measurements. Okay, and forgive my English, sometimes it gets stuck, but that's what it is. With that gas, and the ethanol, and everything, it looks almost green, but you see the light green all the way on the bottom. Now this is contaminated. This is water, this is ethanol, and this is gasoline, and glycol, which I use to color just the bottom of the ethanol and the water. So once I just shake it a little bit, and if the camera lady right here is doing a good job, you're going to see the light green all the way on the bottom of the bottle, and that's actually ethanol, water, and glycol. So that's what it's called phase separation. When the gasoline stays like that in your tank, it's very harmful for your motors. It's highly corrosive. So now you start up your engine, and the first thing it sucks in is actually the ethanol with the water, which is highly corrosive. And once you prevent the water to go into your tank, you're good to go. I put 87, I put the additive, I make sure I have no water in the tank, I run my engines, and then if I want my boat to sit around for a week or 2 weeks or a month, I go ahead and fill it up with Rec 90, which is called recreational 90. Sometimes you're going to see at the gas station that it says ethanol free, like unleaded ethanol free. There is no such thing as unleaded ethanol free. There is not. Okay, unleaded without ethanol is actually 84 octane. You should not put that in your tank. It doesn't exist. Okay. Actually, a Rec 90 is 90 octane with no ethanol. That's what it is. You put in pure gas with no mixtures of ethanol. Okay, so and basically for the big boats, diesel boats, they use dyed diesel. You can add the biodiesel, that's cooking oil. You can run that in some engines, big yachts, big boats. And then you have the ultra low sulfur diesel, and that's green, that's for on-road. You can mix 20% of this stuff over here into the clear diesel, and that will be B20. And you can use B20, you can use B40, B50, or B100, which is pure biodiesel. And that's what it's called, biodiesel, just cooking oil. All right. If you add 20% of this into the dyed diesel, that will become B20, but it's actually for both. Well, guys, I hope you enjoy my video. If you have any questions, don't hesitate. Shoot me a message. Okay, guys, so hot right now. It is actually 110 octane. You can get it at the gas station also. It's so freaking hot right now. If you have any questions, let me make sure I put it on the right place. I want to drink a little bit of gas. But if you have any questions, write your comments down below, and I will answer on my next video. And don't forget to subscribe. It's very important.